Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, there's a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast out today. It's called Our Relationship Isn't Perfect. I said this in our other pre-record. I am sorry in advance for crying, but Jason and I get a little bit vulnerable about our relationship and things going on. And yeah, just go check it out anywhere you get your podcast. Make sure to drop a 5-star rating or review. Let us know what you think. And in the meantime, we're back to talk about Erika Jayne's husband. Well, his ex-CFO is now accused of embezzling $10 million to use for escorts in real estate properties. Thanks to Radar Online, we have a lot to talk about. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so bear with me. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And I told you guys to, of course, about my accident and how sometimes I just have to make sure, even if I have the information, I just want to read it that way, especially when it's illegal stuff. I'm hitting the nail on the head. Former CFO of Erika Jayne's husband, Tom Girardi, his defunct law firm, has been accused of embezzling upwards of $10 million in a sensational development to take place only 1 week after Girardi's ex-CFO, Christopher Kamen, was arrested last week on at least one charge of wire fraud. The former chief financial officer is now accused of spending $10 million in Los Angeles, on his Los Angeles home, and a Caribbean mansion and an escort. Not so good for Christopher Kamen. Even more surprising are the accusations made by the prosecutors on Thursday that Kamen not only showered the escort with a monthly stipend and gifts, but also spent at least $120,000 on a new purse for the woman. That is the revelation made by a newly published Los Angeles Times article that detailed the charge and accusations against Girardi's former CFO. This is not a Robin Hood type of theft, Assistant United States Attorney Colin McGinn said in a Baltimore, Virginia courtroom on Thursday. This is purely greed and a lavish lifestyle. Now, this same person, it's not Colin, sorry, Colleen. Colleen also argued Kamen was running his own side fraud separate from the larger one that Erika Jayne's husband is accused of hustling. So they're pretty much saying that this man was slowly wiring this, these large amounts of money, $10 million, which is a shit ton of money, to spend on his Los Angeles home, to spend on a home in the Caribbean, and to spend on an escort, buying her a 6-figure purse. Like, holy shit. That's what you spend. Is that an escort or a girlfriend? According to Colleen, Kamen pilfered hundreds of millions more than his $350,000 salary from Girardi's law firm, Girardi Keese, to spend on a 13-month remodel on one of his many residences, a $20,000 per month allowance for a woman he allegedly met on an escort website, and a number of luxurious vacations. United States Magistrate Judge Matthew Maddox, who has ordered Kamen to remain in federal custody and be transferred from Virginia to California to face the wire fraud charge against him, revealed that the former CFO is potentially facing a very long conviction if the charge against him is proven true. Judge Maddox also reportedly claimed that Kamen demonstrated a lack of trustworthiness and allegedly attempted to create a new life in the Bahamas in the years leading up to his arrest last week. I believe that if you don't know about the arrest warrant, your return would have been unlikely. That's what the judge said in court on Thursday. This is not good. This is not good. So they were saying that he came back not knowing about his arrest warrant, but he came back because he wanted to see his sister or something like that. And that's the thing. I was just watching, and I know this is so off topic. I was just watching Ozark, and Jason Bateman was asking the detective, what does somebody want to do if they want to just disappear? How do they do that to start a new life? And the detective was like, listen, you can get a new social security, you can get a new identity, but eventually one of your kids is going to up and go on social media. Your wife is going to have one too many Cosmos and cry her eyes out to a friend. Something is going to happen where you reveal yourself. And for him, something happened. He wanted to go see his sister, and allegedly, and this is how he got caught. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, the ex-CFO of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star's husband's law firm was taken into custody at Baltimore Washington International Airport last week after Kamen returned from the Bahamas. Girardi himself has been accused of embezzling millions of dollars to fund his lavish lifestyle with Erica, and he is facing his own lawsuits filed by his former clients who claim that the 83-year-old Alzheimer's patient stole the settlement money that the former lawyer obtained for them. Not good, not good. But we saw where Erica reposted this. I think that she's incredibly, probably happy about this because it just shows, okay, here's where some of the money went. There's this guy, he's stealing money. Good, you get to get caught. Eyes are off me. It seems like for Erica right now, even though she has a long road ahead of her, it seems like she's winning a lot of these lawsuits. They couldn't prove that she was associated in any way, so she was dropped from one of the lawsuits, and she's constantly just chipping away. Now, we saw where the Bravo docket did a thing where they kind of talked about how Erica was maneuvering, this with how she's paying for her legal bills and all of that. And that was interesting as well. It's not illegal. Somebody can pay for her legal bills. I'm just wondering, what's going through her mind. If she's willing to repost, retweet, she's obviously celebrating oh shit, you thought you were going to get away with this? Everyone's looking at Erica. Well, why don't we go over here and look at Christopher Kamen, who tried to flee to the Bahamas and start an entirely new life? Honestly, I'm happy that they caught him. I hope that this is one step closer to figuring out who stole all of this money, where the money went, if they can retrieve the money, if they can pay back the victims. Because if they have him in custody and they found out that he was spending all of this money that was stolen, they might be able to liquidate his assets, liquidate his bank account, and figure out, okay, this is an extra, I don't know, $2 to $10 million that we can give back to the victims, because that's the most important thing, is trying to figure out how the hell are you going to get these victims paid. I don't want to just give you this information, though, and not ask your thoughts. First of all, thank you to Radar Online for keeping us posted. I saw where Emily D. Baker did a thing on this as well. She's absolutely incredible. We also had a podcast episode with her. She's a great friend of ours, and she breaks it down in a way that I can always understand. So if you want more informative information and just a breakdown of the court documents, go check out Emily D. Baker. In the meantime, this is a developing story, and we're going to have to wait and see how all of this plays out. But go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. Is this a win for Erica because it's less eyes on her? Will this guy get convicted, and will they liquidate his assets? I have questions. And also, before you go, don't forget, I said this at the beginning of this video, we have a new podcast episode out now on Hot Messy Podcast. It's called Our Relationship Isn't Perfect. And Jason and I get a little vulnerable with you. I apologize before for crying, and I just hope you guys check it out. Leave a 5-star review, rating. Let us know what you think. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.